Dorga's house. We heard his name recently. Who is it? Something's happening. Don't you know this is the wizard Dorga's home? Attack them! Yeah. Oh no, we're being attacked by winged bear things. And you are? Ah yes, I am an important old man, yet I sound exactly the same as every old man in the world. You're the Four Light Warriors, aren't you? So, the crystals have given their power to humans. Then there's something I must speak to you about. The one trying to bring darkness upon this world is Zand. Zand and I once studied under the same teacher. That teacher was the Archmage Noah. When Noah died, he left me his magic, Oon the dream world, and Zand life as a human. Zand was dissatisfied with that and left this world. And now he has caused an earthquake using the power of the Earth Crystal. But Goldor shattered the crystal. Goldor? That was the crystal I created that gives birth to gold. The Earth Crystal still sleeps somewhere. Zand has sealed off the power of light and is trying to summon darkness to make it his power. It is a sad affair. We have to stop him no matter what. I'll lend you my help. Dorga joined the party. Okay, we got more lore. We now know who Zand is, and we also discovered why the Earth Crystal stole away the powers of the other crystals and sealed them away. We now have a more distinct mission. Please take me to the Magic Circle Cave ahead of you. You must be a midget to enter it. The candle in my room is the switch for the door to the cave. I'm suffering from an illness. I do not have the strength to stop Zand. Okay, and that is why I was a bit unsure about our jobs before, because we are going to need to use mini magic again, which means our jobs are going to be weird. We're going to basically just need a bunch of magic users again. So, Daryl is going to become a black wizard. Azure is actually going to become a white wizard again for a while, so he has access to more magic than he would as a hunter. And Gatai, if it'll even let me. Nope. Gatai is gonna have to wait a minute. Up here is the revival stuff. The Magic Circle Cave leads to the Dark World. Monsters swarm in there. Sir Dorga, please be safe. Sir Dorga, you're going to the Magic Circle Cave? Please stop, that place is dangerous. Hi, Potion. There is a magical water in this pot which can restore your strength. Yes, revivification. And now, Gatai. You must also don magic for the time being. Become a expensive as hell black wizard. And now for magic. You know what? I'm just going to swap Gatai's and Gadia's magic, because Gadia is staying as a geomancer. That should suffice. So now Gatai will have all of his magic, including that stuff. Azure still has all of his white magic. Daryl has very little black magic. He could use ice and venom. Also, we bought that Bolt 3 spell, which I'm going to give to him. And now that we are our classes, we can heal up. Move everyone to the back row. And we're basically golden. Oon sleeps in the shrine south of Salonia in order to guard the dream world. Okay. We heard from Dorga that the great earthquake was caused by Zand. Zand, too, was once a good person, but he felt the human life he was given by Noah was insignificant and left this place. And here we have a magic shop. Let's buy Fire 3 and Bio, Arrow 2, Cure 3 and Life. I didn't have room for all of those. Fire 3 can go to Daryl, Bio can go to Gatai, Arrow 2 to Azure, and then Cure 3 and Life. which will also go to Azure. There we go. Definitely missing some stuff there. Let's spread out my magic a bit. Let's ditch Bolt 2 and Shade and give those to Daryl. That way he at least has some stuff he can use those magic points on. And then I think you're just an item shop. Yeah. So yeah, this is the introduction to these guys, which are called Moogles, for anybody who doesn't know. I'm pretty sure this was the very first appearance of them in the series. Smells like chocobos. Yes. Carrot. Since we just messed with our whole team, we have a bunch of stuff that's just in the way at the moment. God's Wide, Turtle Shell, we are definitely not going to be using those here. And just all this armor. All this heavy armor and weapons. We're just going to deposit all this stuff for the time being. And now take some stuff. Freezing, Golem, Flame, Ice. Get all of our magic stuff out of here. Scholar, Hat, Power Ring, I guess. Scholar Robes. And now let's just equip as best we can. Let's see, you have Fire 3 and Bolt 3. So let's give you the Flame Rod. Whereas you have Ice 3. So you can have the Ice Rod. And then Azure, the Freezing Rod and the Golem Rod. And then also Scholar Hat, Scholar Armor, and then you can have a Scholar Hat, and a Rune Ring. You can have, actually hang on. Unequip your Rune for the Power Ring for the time being, so I can get Rune Rings on all 3 of these guys. And then I don't have a hat for you, but you can have the Scholar and the Rune. And I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Do I have anything else that I want to bring? No. Let's have one of our black mages lead the march into this place. Frickin' move. Oh, secret passage. You can call Fat Chocobo blah blah blah. It's a secret to find that out. Buy some high potions. Alright, this is gonna be our team for the Magic Circle Cave. It's not too difficult of a dungeon, but it can be rough if you don't have enough magic. Because it's certainly longer than all of our past adventures where we were miniaturized. Fortunately, we still have all of our spells equipped on our guys from before, and we have plenty of magic points. And yeah, let's do it. Let's heal up, get all of our magic points restored. Press the switch to access the secret passage. Go back for a second. Cast Mini. Get everybody shrunken down. Get that magic point back. Then go through the secret passage and into the hole. Magic Circle Cave. Let us venture forth, Dorga. Mage flyers. Oh no. It's fire. Mute. Venom. And you just use terrain. First strike, terrain. Ka-cha. That was effective. Mute. Fire! Venom! Good job. Alright, now let's finish this guy off. Fire! You can just punch. Actually, you have better things you can do than punch. Use your freezing staff. Ice. And you can punch. Just because I don't want your terrain backfiring when this guy's essentially helpless since we muted him. Oh, as he punches me for 100 damage. So much for being helpless. Skill up! This isn't a super interesting dungeon. I don't think there's any treasure chests or anything. It's just a place you gotta do. That has full-grown knights for some reason, despite it being a place where you can't fit. Venom! Confuse! Fire... Which rod do you have again? Ice rod. Ice 2! And terrain! Draw! Ugh! Confuse! Confuse 2 of them, including one that was already injured significantly, but great. Venom! Ice 2! Fire... Punch... Actually... Cure 2. Ice... And terrain! Hurrah! Great, just killed the other confused one. Ah, whatever. Finish them, me! Close. Let's just fight. Between the freezing rod and the poison damage, that guy should go down quickly enough. Freezing! Hello, you nuisances. Fire 3. Arrow. Ice. Terrain. Well, that certainly wrecks those guys. Arrow! Ka-cha, ka-cha! Fire 2. Ow! Bolt 2. Those aren't my spells. These are my spells. Let's do some healing. Cure. 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 Okay. That's good enough for now. Let's press onward. Hello, horses. Terrain! Ah! Just exploded in my face. Well, that wasn't very effective. Sleep! Damn it. That's okay. They're weakened. Finish them off. Skill up. Hello, guys. Shade. Arrow. Ice 2. And terrain. Dodge! There we go. You have been rendered helpless before our might. And now we just beat the crap out of them while they're paralyzed. Which means we can use our low-level spells. While you heal us. That's not what I wanted to click. Why did I click sleep? Okay, whatever. How did I click sleep is more like it. I thought I clicked ice. Ah! And Gaudia paid the price for that stupid thing happening. There we go. Skill up, skill up, skill up. Okay, do I have any normal potions left? It doesn't look like it. So let's just do a quick cure on Gaudia. And then press onward. through this totally uninteresting cave. There's really nothing interesting about this dungeon, aside from the fact that you have to be small for it. You can use ice. I've got a fire 3 going, so I don't need to go too crazy with anybody else. Good job, guys. Just keep dodging. Terrain, and don't kill yourself. Ice. Just keep pew pew pew, firing off all of our spells in rapid succession, overwhelming them with the might of our magic. We got one of them. That's a start. Cure. And now wrap this up with low-level stuff. Terrain! Perfect. That's one down with the mighty air blade attack. Cure! Our little guys are just circling around these knights, which are maybe shrunken also? Are they just really small creatures that the game is calling knights? Why are all these types of things, same with the horses, why are all these things here? Despite the fact that we can't fit as big, normal-sized things. Oh no, everybody gained levels as wizards. Ugh. Our hit points suffer the consequences of this dungeon. But sometimes you just have to deal with that happening. It's crazy though how we're suddenly getting enough experience points for everybody to level up at the same time. Ow. I don't like getting ambushed by these mage flyers. Bolt 2. Mute. Actually, you know what? Just arrow 2. Ice 2. And, you potion yourself. Because you'll be way too low if you use terrain and it backfires. Ugh! Azure, no! You're the person with life magic! Oh, that was crappy. Do better! Yes, that is better. Ugh! Gatai lunged in the way to protect Azure from being the target of the spell. And then they didn't die, shit! I was really hoping the arrow 2 would cause them to die. That it would be the turning point to ensure victory. High potion on Azure. Use a potion on the white mage. Protect the white mage by healing it instead of the white mage healing. Oh, and Gadia just saved Azure's life. He saw that the mage flyer was powering up a fireball, but there wasn't time to jump in the way. So he's just like, no, and then in slow motion he threw a potion. Azure caught the potion and chugged it as the fireball was flying at him, and then the blaze engulfed him and exploded. But he had drank the potion just in time, so as the flames dissipated into smoke, he was standing there, charred but alive, having just narrowly evaded death, thanks to Gadia's quick thinking of hurling a potion to him when there wasn't time to rush to his side and deliver it more conventionally. Oh no, a back attack! We're all in the front now, ow! Gatai, no! Back! No, you need to cast Confuse on these guys. Gatai needs to back the hell up. And you are going to high potion Gatai. Gatai, no! You've been steamrolled! Azure, take the damage to cast Confuse on one of them. Shit. Blind! Back up! Back up! Good job! And then blind them! 2 of them! Oh, at least the one that attacked was blinded. Alright, we're in a bit of a safer position now. What we need to do, alright, one of them is confused and blinded, and the other one is just blinded, so what we need to do is focus fire on killing the one that is still in good condition. While you cure 3, and you use this bomb arm I got on that guy. Craw! Okay, that was a lot more effective than I expected. Bolt 3! Failed! Cure 3! Okay, so what we need to do now is Bolt 2 on that guy. Life! Get Gadai back up, and you use terrain. Ugh! Nice dodge, Azure. Nice assist, confused Dark Knight that keeps attacking your ally. See, if it were us, we would not be betraying our friend like that. We would be punching ourselves in the face to relieve ourselves of our own confusion. But these monsters do not have that same sense of companionship and friendship that we possess. You get back, and you back up the heal with a high potion. Fire! Cure 3! Alright, the situation is stabilized. That guy's cured of his confusion, but that's okay. It's just him left. Cure the party. You cast ice. And you use terrain. Terrain! Ice. Oh, that was a doozy. Daryl, skill up. Azure, skill up. We're getting more skilled at these jobs that we're never going to use again after this dungeon. Onward. Ugh, more monsters. Another back attack. Bull man. I don't think I've ever seen that sprite in the dozens of times I've played this game. Everybody, to the back row. Gatai is getting pummeled by an axe. I use break too, apparently. Gatai just can't catch a break. Shade. You cast arrow 2 on that guy. And then Gadia can use a soft on Gatai. Oh no, I feel sneeze. I think it went away for the most part. Alright, the dangerous guy is defeated. Those guys are paralyzed. And now, Bolt 3. Cure 2. Says they're paralyzed, just go for it. Bio. Terrain. Good hit. Whew. These fights are starting to get dicey. Gadia, skill up. Fix our formations again. Get some more cure magic out there. Alright, that's good enough. We're here! We must do this quickly. It seems I do not have much longer to live. Okay. That's quite the thing to just say out of the blue. First, I will enchant your ship, Nautilus, so that it can go under the sea. Zehapid Mukane! Congratulations! Your Nautilus can now go underwater, even though it was already categorized as a submarine ship in a book that was probably written years ago. Go south of Silonia. to the Temple of Time on the bottom of the sea at the Two-Pronged Cape. Noah's lute should be there. Noah's lute? A lute whose sound echoes across this world and the world of dreams. Use it to bring Un back from the dream world. I shall go and get the key to Eureka. You awaken Un and get the great ship. The Magic Circle Cave will soon disappear. I'll warp you outside. Farewell, Light Warriors. Okay, so we did that. We got the Nautilus enchanted and upgraded so now it can go under the sea. And now we have our next mission. We must go to the Temple of Time and retrieve Noah's lute so that we can use that to awaken Un from the dream world. And then she can help us get the great ship for which we have no context. But first, let's fix our party. No longer are we these things. Except for Gadia, he's staying as a Geomancer. He can get this power ring off of him, though, and get the rune ring. But everybody else, I'm not super close to leveling. I just want to get my main jobs at the moment. So, Gatai, back to being a knight. Azure, back to being a hunter. And Daryl is now finally going to become the job that I've been holding off becoming ever since we got the third crystal, because it's just been one thing after another with Goldor and Garuda and the Magic Circle Cave, constantly having to become specific types of jobs to overcome certain challenges, never truly achieving my destiny as a bard. Alrighty. Feather hat. I don't know what else I'll be able to wear. Okay, let's get in here. And the bard actually has solid vitality. Yeah. We've got 29, 21, 26, and 19. Not tremendously high vitality values, but we also don't have a whole lot of capacity at the moment for jumping between things that give us more. And now we go to the Chocobo and withdraw our stuff, deposit stuff, and just overall get re-equipped. So let's take a moment to do that. Okay, I've got my guys equipped, at least as well as I can. I'm also going to sell some stuff. Sell the Dragon Claw, main gouge thingy, headband, Kenpo, scholar stuff, mithril ring, the extra rune rings. I'm done with those, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's all we can do at the moment. We need to go get you stuff back at the Bard town. You need a feather hat because I took your feather hat. And yeah. Let's go. All right, let's move on. We've got Scare and Cheer. Scare reduces enemy levels, and I believe it can also cause enemy spells to fail. I think I've seen that happen before, but I don't know how exactly that works, and I've seen very few people bring that up online. So I don't know exactly how that works, but I feel like I've used Scare before, and then enemy spells have failed. And then Cheer boosts the entire party's physical attack strength by a set value, and it can stack every time you use it in a battle. And Sing is just the Bard's basic attack. I'm just going to use Cheer at the moment because I don't have a weapon for him. And we're just going to get through these battles. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to fast forward until I've got where I want to go, because at the moment all I really need to do is get to the next destination. Nothing really exciting is going to happen along the way. I'm just going to be fighting these monsters. I might gain a level up and some skill ups, but you know, we're just going to skip ahead until I'm at the next destination because I have some shops to go to. I need to get some equipment for the barge job now that we have that. And I also want to go grab Azure some more arrows. So I'm going to be doing that as well, and we're just going to skip ahead to when I'm at the next destination. And I'm actually going to stop recording and do that.